You're at the halfway point of this conference season and cruising. So is that statement holding more water than even it did 2 months ago?
I do think that. I mean, that's not a knock on either team prior to this.
Right.
Probably had two better individual players in Steph Lee and DeShera, but overall and versatility on our team and better guard play, more guards that can make threes, better ball handlers, can play the pick and roll game better, better passers. The depth that we have in those positions is much greater than we had in the gym that first year, and again we were missing that last year, the ball handling facet. So when you gain the Savannah Smith, now is a year older. She was good as a freshman, but she had unbelievable inconsistent play. She's a year older. She's so much more mentally tough than she's ever been. Her growth is just amazing. You have Savannah Scott that has developed into this all-around player that's just going to help you in many ways to score. You can play Kiana Williams, who can be a guard perimeter type at the 4 spot. You have Katie Longwell coming off the bench. And then obviously Crystal Ledger-Walker, who just is a big, strong guard. So and then the play that we're getting out of Courtney Smith, just makes us unbelievably hard to guard, I think, right now.
She get sick, like stomach sick?
Yeah, I think just lightheaded and, I don't know exactly what's going on, but just some sort of fainting.
I don't know at what point she sat down for the final time. Could have she played if she'd had to later on?
I don't know. I mean, it wasn't even a concern at that point to even, test it.
I mean, she gets sick every night if she's going to throw in 20 points.
Exactly.
I think, and the girls talked about how what she does that some people may not notice, she's playing her position, the best way I can say it, really well, because when she sets a screen or a pick and then rolls off it and leaves a defender blocked out of things or standing there, it's like she's wide open. And your guards are so apt to, I mean, it's almost automatic. All they do is go around, put it around somebody, she's right there. She's really responding. I counted 2 layups that she missed, but still, she is playing.
What's wrong with her?
Well, I know. Well, let her give me something. But she is playing her position very well. Would you?
I just think when you can get agile posts in this league, for sure, that can score facing the basket, and some moves, some with her back to the basket. She's not a big, weight-wise. She doesn't carry a lot of weight, and she doesn't have a lot of girth to her. And we're probably going to see that in a couple of teams that are coming up. Maybe North Dakota has 6'4", and that matchup that's going to be an interesting matchup. Which one gets the advantage and which one doesn't? But for the most part, the way we play, you have to guard our guards, and you can't make a mistake on an on-ball. And all of a sudden, when you have an agile post that can slip to the basket and get an angle, and then you've got guards that can deliver a pass, all of a sudden, you've created some things that defense can't keep up with. And that's the beauty of someone that with her kind of game. I mean, again, she's not a pure power back to the basket post, but for how we like to play, it's better for us that she can face up and make 17-footers and handle herself in the lane, again, with traffic as well, and is a good passer and has a great IQ and can handle defensive assignments and switching and a lot of things on the defensive end. I mean, when she came out of high school, I don't think anyone, in fact, I know some people who told us we were crazy for signing her.
Wow.
So I think she has just demonstrated her growth as a player and her versatility as a player. 28 points in 21 minutes. Speaks all that you need to say, I think.
This one, I mean, with your starters in there, I think they were executing so well, and put it in cruise control. But I guess and it allowed you to see a lot of extra players to get that valuable time. Kamie, are you 2 things? Are you consciously not getting into talking more than a sentence about winning 10 in a row, being 9-0 in conference, number one? The second part of that question is, There's always something to work on. What will this team focus on tomorrow morning?
Well, we always speak on it. I mean, we celebrate, and we
Not very long, though.
not very long, but we make a point. There's only one team 9-0 in the Big Sky, and I want them to be so proud of that, and I want them to have a lot of pride in that, and then I want them to have an unbelievable amount of humility when they walk into the gym tomorrow, and respect for the game, and respect for our opponents, and respect for how hard it is to be good on a consistent basis, and it certainly is maybe now when we don't take anybody by surprise, and we're going to get people's best shots. And, Southern Utah plays a zone, so we have to shift gears really fast. We have to play completely different than we played tonight. We beat them soundly, so they're a team that's going to come in here with some pride about themselves. And it's just, again, I always keep going back to, we could pick apart this game and find 50 clips of bad plays and mistakes and things we should fix and get better. We won't, because we won this game, and we won't spend as much time. We don't have the time because we have a game in a day. But we say that a lot to our team. There's things we have to get better and we have to clean up, and they expose some things that they 8 of 18 from 3. We're not guarding the 3-point line as good as we need to. There's some things that we've got to do. But what I love about this team is we're still playing one senior, a couple of juniors, and a lot of freshmen and sophomores, and they can get better. They will get better every single practice if they take that attitude, and every single game if they take that approach to, seizing the opportunity before them. And the next one that we have is 2 o'clock on Saturday, and I want our team to be the hungrier team that walks into this gym.
After Saturday, you got a week. You got 6 days or 7, however you want to look at when you play again. Will that be a period that you can really focus on some things in particular, or maybe really focus on North Dakota coming in here, assuming everything stays the same between now and then? And how necessary is it to maybe have that little break in the schedule?
I love the fact that our break is now and not
Right.
early in the season. I haven't even told the team, so this will be news to them, but I really want to give them 2 days off, which
Oh, wow.
I've usually done it in, like, maybe not practice Sunday and then come back on a different day, but I'm going to do it during the week. So we're going to practice Sunday and Monday, and I really, if they shoot one of those 2 days off, that's okay, but I really want to kind of shut them down. And this is going to be the last chance we get to maybe just get a little bit more rest before we finish up this thing.
So Tuesday and Wednesday be
Off, and then we'll
Days off.
practice Thursday, Friday, and get ready to, for the game on Saturday. So we'll work on North Dakota even tomorrow, not tomorrow, but Sunday after the Saturday game, and Sunday, Monday, and then probably work on us a lot more later in the week. So again, it's just, I think when you're in this profession, as long as I've been, you never get to the end of the season and go, yeah, we gave them too many off days.
Mm-hmm.
It's always the other. We worked them too hard, and we thought one more practice was going to make the difference, and I can't afford, one more day off. And I just want to make sure that we keep them fresh, especially the people playing a lot of minutes, and mentally and physically, because I think it's hard for freshmen now too. And then we gear back up for a great February.
I was watching you late in the fourth quarter, probably the last 4 minutes, when you may have had one starter or one player that gets a lot of minutes on the floor with a lot of others. And there was some sloppiness and things that go on. You were sitting in your chair, you had your head on your chin on your hand. And I thought, I wonder what's going through her head, because at this point, it's almost irrelevant. I mean, they've got to make these mistakes and get through these next few minutes, and there's nothing going to happen that's going to change everything. But what were you thinking at that time when usually you're up pacing, turning, explaining, yada, yada, yada. But you were really you almost looked like somebody in the stands, like, a few more minutes so we can get out of here and go home.
Well, I want good things to happen for our people that come off the bench. I really do. I think it's hard to, and they have good expectations, and they want to be good. I think the game was really physical all of a sudden, and they, things, the outcome wasn't going to change, so everything got a little sloppier. We didn't and you've just got freshmen playing a lot of minutes that they're not used to some of the stuff that's going on. And so you want them to have success. So I was hoping that we could at least get them a little bit more success than maybe we did. 12 points in the fourth quarter, again, I can't help it. That bugs me. And, and but it's good stuff. I mean, it's good that we have it on film. We can bring those guys that were in and watch some things on film and teach them some things that they need to do a little bit better. Bridget her defense on the on balls, they split her a couple of times, so we can clean some of those things up. But I want them to. I want our young players to help us when we need them, and so you've got to get them minutes. You've got to get them significant minutes that. And again, those were against good players and some of their starters that were still in the game. So, it's good for us to have to play that many maybe bench players or reserve players. But, I still want them to just execute, and I still have that same expectation. But it's a hard position to put them in too when you're up that much and the game kind of changes.
So we have Brittany.
So Courtney Smith left in the third quarter, and you said it was a good thing she had to come back. Is she going to be ready for Saturday?
I don't know at this point. I mean, I feel certain she will be. I don't think there's anything that's going to, I can't foresee anything like that. But, I don't want to pretend to tell the doctors what's going on. But I think everything's fine.
It wasn't a knee or an ankle. Or
No,
something like that, was it?
I think it's just lightheaded. Yeah. So I just don't know how she'll respond.